Hi everyone, welcome to today's workshop, where we will be covering SDG 8 and the skills-based economy. My goal is that by the end of this session, you'll be able to understand the importance of SDG 8 and its relationship with the skills-based economy, analyze labor market trends and shifts that affect sustainable employment and the future of work, and also identify your strongest skills and practice marketing them in a skills-based market. My hope is that through this workshop, you'll not only learn about skills-based work, but to also get some practice marketing those skills and to think about what skills you need to acquire over the long term to contribute towards your professional success. As we covered earlier this afternoon, there are multiple sustainability frameworks, starting with environmental, social, economic to ESG, to the triple bottom line and the UN SDGs. I'd like to emphasize how the triple bottom line provides a practical framework around 3 Ps, consisting of people, fostering human development and social equity, planet, ensuring environmental sustainability, profit, maintaining economic viability while serving the first 2 principles, and that the people component, or social equity, is something that I care a lot about. Given that my professional vision is to educate, inspire, and empower the next generation of entrepreneurs, when I first encountered the SDGs, SDG 8 caught my interest and stood out the most to me. So SDG 8 stands for Decent Work and Economic Growth. Its focus areas include sustainable employment, entrepreneurship, and financial inclusion. SDG 8 is important because it drives inclusive economic growth, encourages job creation and workforce resilience, and supports fair wages and economic stability. According to recent reports, progress on SDG 8 has been mixed. Global employment rates may have improved post-pandemic, but income inequality and job security remain concerns. Youth unemployment remains high, while informal employment continues to remain a significant issue, especially in developing economies. If we look at the breakdown of SDG 8, it includes 12 targets from 8.1 to 8.c. I want to bring everyone's attention to 8.3 and 8.5, which are as follows. 8.3 promote policies to support job creation and growing enterprises. This feeds decent job creation, entrepreneurship, creativity, and innovation. Most importantly, it encourages the formalization and growth of micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises. SDG 8.5 states, full employment and decent work with equal pay. Where the goal is to achieve full and productive employment and decent work for all women and men, including for young people and persons with disabilities, and equal pay for work of equal value. Here's where I'd love to share a personal story. About a few years ago, I was doing work in EdTech, and we were focused on helping people from underrepresented backgrounds find careers in tech. It was really fulfilling work thinking about the positive impact we were having on society. Then I got sick and was diagnosed with a lifelong disability that made it impossible for me to continue taking on full-time work. My eyes really opened up to the gaps between the underemployed and regularly employed, how unemployment and disability insurances work, and also around just how much systemic bias exists within our current economy. At the same time, I started tuning into the concept of the skills-based economy and how major corporations were shifting from degree-based recruiting methods to skills-based recruiting. That became an aha moment for me, that entrepreneurship and the skills-based economy is one that can drive more equality and equal employment for those without access. And my new purpose became making entrepreneurship accessible to all. That's what I live and breathe every day when I wake up, thinking about my personal purpose to drive entrepreneurship education as a solution to global labor inequities. So onward to the skills-based economy. Its basic premise is that traditional job credentials, such as degrees and formal titles, are becoming less relevant in determining professional success. Instead, individual skills and competencies are emerging as the primary currency in the labor market, shaping hiring decisions, career trajectories, and business strategies. The rise of the skills-based economy is largely driven by a global skills shortage, with 87% of companies reporting current or anticipated skill gaps. Organizations are increasingly shifting towards skills-based hiring, emphasizing practical abilities over formal qualifications. This transformation is particularly evident in industries undergoing rapid technological change, where adaptability and continuous learning are essential for workforce resilience. A skills-based economy fosters greater agility in business operations. Companies that prioritize skills over credentials can more effectively align talent with evolving market demands, ensuring that employees possess the precise capabilities needed for success. This approach also enhances workforce inclusivity, enabling individuals from diverse backgrounds to access opportunities based on their competencies rather than traditional educational pathways. Moreover, the skills-based economy is reshaping professional development. Learning methods such as online courses, micro-credentials, apprenticeships, and skill-specific boot camps are becoming more prevalent, providing accessible and affordable avenues for individuals to acquire relevant expertise. As a result, lifelong learning is no longer optional. It is a fundamental requirement for career growth and economic participation. This paradigm shift underscores the importance of fostering a culture of continuous skill development, both at the individual and organizational levels. By embracing a skills-first mindset, businesses and professionals can navigate the complexities of the modern economy with greater adaptability and innovation. As we enter 2025, organizations are fundamentally shifting their operating models. According to Gartner, a key trend in the future of work is that skills are overtaking degrees as the paper ceiling crumbles. Perhaps not the best news to hear as you work toward completing your MBA degrees, but major companies like Google and Delta are removing degree requirements, focusing instead on demonstrated skills and capabilities. According to Deloitte, the data around skills-based organizations is compelling, where they are 107% more likely to place talent effectively, 90% better at identifying skills gaps, and what I especially like is how around employee retention, skills-based organizations are 98% more likely to retain high performers. This skills-based transformation requires three fundamental shifts. The what is going from fixed jobs to fluid work, including dynamic role definition, project-based assignments, and continuous skill evolution. The who transitions companies from having standardized roles to managing unique skill portfolios consisting of individual capability mapping, personalized development paths, and a talent marketplace approach. The how evolves traditional practices toward skills-based decisions with respect to data-driven talent deployment, AI-enabled skill matching, and continuous learning integrations. The Skills Hub framework anchors these concepts through a common skills language, integrated data, search, tech infrastructure, clear governance structures, and a progressive talent philosophy. This isn't theoretical. It's becoming a business imperative as we face increasing skill gaps and rapid technological change. While 77% of executives agree organizations should help workers develop relevant skills, only 5% believe they are investing enough in this area. This gap between intention and action brings us to our main workshop exercise, the skills market. But before we go on, let's take a moment to reflect. How ready are you and your organization for this skills-based transformation? Okay, so in the interest of maximizing the time we spend on our workshop, I'm going to jump right into the Agile Skills Market exercise. Are there any Agile folks or Scrum Masters in here who have run this exercise before? Okay, so the Skills Market exercise is used to create awareness of combined skills in a team. For today, let's see what combined skills we have as a class. In running this exercise, everyone gets a chance to talk about their core competencies. It's great as an icebreaker and for newly formed teams, as it helps us get to know each other better. It also shows where we as a group can support and help each other, ultimately leading to appreciating other team members and creating goodwill in the team. This is a great exercise for building trust in a team as well, so you might be able to bring this back to your jobs if you're looking for leadership exercises that enhance collaboration. So to start the exercise, everyone please grab a poster board and a marker. Along the top, you're going to write your name down. Then you're going to split the poster into 6 sections. The first section is the goals section. As we're a classroom full of MBA students today, I'd like you to write down a long-term career goal. Perhaps there's a specific company you want to work for, a particular job title you are pursuing, or you have a personal vision or mission you're looking to fulfill, like starting and owning a business, or even if you feel inspired about an SDG you learned about earlier today, please include them in your goal statement. The second section is your motivation section. What motivates you to work? What gets you up in the morning to pursue your professional goals? Or why is it that you are going after the goals you are pursuing? Everyone has different reasons for working, and one of the primary reasons is money. Being able to provide for yourself, your family, and to be able to acquire what matters most to you in life. But people are also motivated by other factors, like driving social impact, as I do. Some folks might be motivated by teamwork, or being appreciated by colleagues, learning new things, or solving problems. Or if you're like me and come from an operations background, organizing things and making things tidy might be another motivator. In the third and most important section, you will write down skills to sell. These are the skills and core competencies you possess that will help you get to your goal. They are your personal strengths that you and your colleagues know you are good at, and they help advance you toward your broader goal. They are the skills that, if you are to be hired by others, the ones you are most likely to get hired for and able to monetize. In the next section, we have maybe skills. Maybe skills are skills that might be hidden skills, skills you possess that others may not know about, or skills you possess that don't directly and actively contribute to your broader goal. Graphic design is an example of one of my maybe skills. I started my career in graphic design, but since my career is now in business, not everyone knows I possess design skills. They also don't actively contribute to achieving my broader goal, and it's not a skill I want to actively use or advertise, so I've put it into my maybe skills section. Then we have the skills to buy section. These are the core competencies that you need or that you feel are lacking in helping you get to your objective. These are skills that you are looking to buy or acquire, or perhaps they are skills that you are looking to develop and learn, which can be done by collaborating with others who strongly possess that skill. Finally, we have the $3 signs. You may leave that section blank for now, as we'll be using it for the next step of our workshop. Please take 10 minutes to construct and complete your poster now. If you're attending the online workshop, please pause the video and resume when you have completed this step of the workshop. Excellent. Now that you've completed your posted boards, we're going to pass the around the classroom so that everyone has the chance to see what your skill market stall looks like. As we pass the posters around, grab a stack of Post-it notes. For skills that interest you and that you want to buy, please write your name and the skill you want to buy on a sticky note and paste it the $sign section of your classmate's poster. If there are no skills you want to buy, you can skip placing a Post-it note on your classmate's poster. You may also comment on aspects of your classmate's poster, or also mention any skills that you can provide and help with, if you possess skills they have in their Skills to Buy section. Okay, let's start passing posters around and commenting on them. If you're attending the online version of this workshop, we will be making our online skills market gallery available soon, and you may skip this part for now. Now that you've had a chance to review and comment on everyone's posters, what do you think? When you reflect on the wall of skills in our classroom, what do you think about yourselves as a classroom or team? Was there anything you learned about team members that excites you? How about anything that surprised you as you were working through the exercise? Finally, did you notice any commonalities or differences between different individuals in this class? What do you think we can do now that we know our collective skills as a classroom? And that's everything for today's workshop. Thanks for attending. To summarize, we talked about how SDG 8 focuses on decent work and economic growth, and is a key part of creating a sustainable future of work. That sustainable future can be achieved by shifting towards skills-based organizations and economies. We use the skills market exercise to practice what such an economy might look like, and hopefully, through this exercise, you gained more clarity on your strengths and skills you need to develop over the long term. So as we leave tonight, I encourage everyone to consider what's one habit or action item you can take on in the next week that will grow one of your core competencies. At the end of the day, a skills-first, growth-oriented mindset is key to long-term professional success. I wish you all the best in achieving it.